Perfect, and we're live.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, welcome. I'm so happy that I have Slava here from CRBI. It's Evelyn Ackah. I just wanted to do a quick overview of his provincial programs that we are now sharing with our clients who are looking to invest in Canada at different provinces. So you have a quick overview before you have a meeting with Slava and his amazing team. So I'll let you take it away, Slava. Thank you for your time.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Evelyn, very much. Now, we have worked on many business files together before. We gotten clients over the line, and I would say 100% of our clients to this date qualify for the business approval. Not some of them yet reached the final goal of permanent residency, but at least their businesses, which was the most important things, were approved by federal government. Today, we're not going to be talking about federal program. Today, we're going to be talking about regional, provincial programs. So this where clients can decide which region that they are going to join. Now, I am going to share some of my PowerPoint slides just so we can make things clearer, but also to tell what the roles are for each one of them. Now, Evelyn Ackah Immigration is responsible for your mobility advisory, for taking your file directly to government to represent you legally. Our job at Canada Regional Business Immigration, or CRBI, is to help you on the business side to make sure your business gets approved. So
Yeah.
please, whoever is watching this video, don't contact me. First, you need to be properly vetted to make sure you're admissible to Canada, to make sure you have the right strategy for you, your family, and only after that, there is that soft handoff where we are working together with you to make sure that you can qualify your business idea or your business or business purchase or business investment or starting business from scratch in order for you to qualify for that business to be approved. So later on, you can qualify to be approved for permanent residency. So my goal again is on the business side. Now you are going to see what my website is all about. It is relevant only once you have been vetted by Evelyn's team in order for you to go to the next stage. So we are talking about Canada's Regional Business Immigration Program. My goal is not to give you any immigration advice. That's what Ackah Law Immigration is all about. We are talking how do we qualify you for business. Now, prior to January 1st of 2026, we had two very good programs in Canada. We had a startup visa program, which is now paused for an indefinite amount of time, and we had regional programs or provincial nominee programs. So, but as of January 1st, our federal program started visa is paused. There was a restructuring that was needed to that program. And now we're helping people instead of doing that remote start of a brand new business that has to be innovative. We are now shifting clients into running businesses that require them to be physically present here in Canada in order for them to qualify. So this is good for those people that are in Canada already on work permits, even for those people that are here in Canada on visitor visas, on study permits that want to upgrade themselves to get a work permit and start working in their business. But it's also good for those people that are business owners that are abroad, not even here in Canada yet, for managers, for active investors that want to be running their business. And that's the most important thing. It is for active people that want to be running their businesses. Now, it is a multi-staged approach. I'm going to go through quickly what it takes. Number one is we have to propose to government, call the expression of interest, what type of business you want to be doing. Our team, Canada Regional Business Immigration, that's the team that's going to put that application together. That's the business plan, where you're going to be landing, how many potential employees you're going to be hiring. Are you in alignment with that, with what that province actually wants? So we're going to put that together for you. Then some provinces require you to come and visit to make sure that you are buying that business or building that business in the right spot. And again, that it is in alignment with what that province wants. We will organize that for you as well. And then you're going to get that invitation by the province that says, okay, go ahead, start building that business. They're going to say it is time for you to go and get a work permit. It is a multi-year closed work permit for the first primary spouse and open work permit for the other spouse, and your kids get in here to Canada as well. So it's a full family migration. And again, that's Evelyn's team. Her team is going to organize those work permits for you. Once you work in that business, in some provinces, half a year, in other up to a year, once you work in that business for a year, and we hit all of our promises, all of our milestones of whatever you wanted to execute or do in that business, you can get that nomination then for permanent residency. Now, every province, and I'll just highlight some of them, has different numbers that you need to spend as the minimum to purchase or start or build that business. For example, in Alberta, easiest one to explain, if you invest $100,000 in the business, at least if you had 3 years of owner management experience or 4 years of serious management experience in the last 10 years, in that case, you can apply for this program, but you also have to show provable net worth of 300,000. In another province, such as British Columbia, there are two different streams. Some of them are closer to the major cities, some of them are away from the major cities. So if you're closer to the major city, you have to show that you have at least 600,000 of provable liquidity or available money to move to Canada with, and that you're spending at least $200,000 in the business. Many different variations of that money being spent qualify. For example, you can find a $100,000 business that makes it the simplest, and you can move into some of these provinces, or 150,000 if you're moving, let's say, to Manitoba. But it doesn't have to be that exact number. It could also be an $80,000 business, but you're also going to spend $20,000 more on improving or buying products or hiring people or marketing, meaning you're spending that much on the business. You can also start with zero and build a complete brand new business from the beginning. So in that case, of course, you are spending, we just have to show that you have spent that $100,000 in building that business. Now, we don't want to also you to go through minimums. We already had clients spending $10 million buying business, $500,000 buying businesses. So whatever the business that you want to get into, we'll consult together with you to make sure that you are in alignment with what you want to be doing next. Now, considering that every province has its own unique flavor, I'll concentrate on one of them. For example, British Columbia, it has a nice scoring system. They publish the entire workflow for you, but we help you through it. So what it means, for example, in the very first step, my team is going to help you qualify that business with expression of interest, with your visitation, with picking the right city, right territory to be in alignment. Our team is going to help you because most of you are not in Canada. You're remote outside of it. You want to make sure by the time you arrive, you have that VIP concierge service that by the time you arrive, everything is ready for you to say, yeah, I like that business. I'm going to go shake those hands with a potential seller. Our team will organize that meeting, but also will negotiate the prices for you. Quite often, we're able to knock off a big percentage from the sales price from those businesses that are selling. In our database, which is a very important point, there are over 30,000 businesses newly listed, those that are not listed at all through private sales, through brokers that we have access to. By the time you arrive, we will do the valuation, validation of the business model to make sure when the owner disappears, the business is still there. The employees, if there are employees that are still there. But mainly, we're going to negotiate down the price to make sure whatever fees you're paying to Evelyn and ourselves, they're worth it because pretty much it's going to be taken up by hopefully the discount that we can get you from the vendor of the business. So our goal is to get you here. Our next goal is to help you run that business. So this is where we are. Again, submitting business plans, meeting with provinces, submitting to them your progress report, showing them that you're marketing that business or improving on that business or hiring people. So our job is to continue monitoring your business progress. And if there are any changes need to be done, again, we're there communicating and helping you, whether you're in a 6-month period or in a 12-month period that you are going through in qualification of the business. Let's imagine 12 months go by, you are running the business, everything is according to the business plan. Your business does not need to be profitable, it just needs to stick according to the business plan, which both of us are going to collaborate on together. My team will put it together. You're going to have from our team a fractional chief operations officer, someone that is 24/7 with you in contact. If you have any questions, how do you continue qualifying yourself in being in alignment? So 12 months go by quickly. After 12 months, this is when we make sure that all the conditions, all of the requirements of the business plan are met for the year 1. Year 2 and 3, it's going to be up to you to continue with the business if you choose to continue with that business. We pass back to Evelyn your file, where Evelyn's team is now filing for your permanent residency. So at that goal, our goal for you is to get a permanent residency nomination and passing you later on in legal hands to make sure that all the filings are being done. Now, some provinces that you didn't see are coming soon. For example, I live in Toronto in Canada. Ontario is not open. It used to be open, and they are trying to reopen it again. So when you start the conversation with us, you may start thinking, I'm going to move to Manitoba, or I'm going to move to British Columbia, or if Ontario opens up, you can course redirect, and we already, by that point, have all of the information to quickly get your application reformatted for Ontario. There are four major decisions that we ask you to make after Evelyn's team does the vetting, after she passes off your information to us. Number one is, where do you want to land in Canada? Where do you want to live? Ontario is not open right now, so you have other provinces, territories where you could be considering, and we will discuss that together with you. You can tell us, Slava, I like better for the climate, or I like better for energy companies, for financial sector, I like better. So you're going to tell us what you want. We're going to make our proposals based on your likeness. Second thing is, how much do you want to invest into the business? I typically tell them, start budgeting bigger. The bigger your budget is, higher your scoring with the government as well, because government uses scoring mechanisms. For example, if you think that I'm only going to invest overall 250,000, well, the person that invests 600,000 has 1 or 2 points higher than you in scoring and being selected for this program. So think of what is the maximum amount of money that you can devote towards your own business. It is your asset. It is your business that you are going to be making money from if you properly structure it and properly run it. Of course, no one can make any guarantees on the business success side, but we're there to help you to make sure we navigate you towards success. And we have helped hundreds of people land in Canada for their businesses that they started from even very, very beginning. So next question becomes, what type of business? So it could be a servicing business. It could be a sales business. It could be, we've done manufacturing, we've done transportation, we've done medical, we've done many different types of businesses. So we're going to have that discussion, whether you want a wedding salon, whether you want a nail salon, whether you want a store, whatever it is. We stay away from a few categories. For example, businesses that are online only, because it doesn't require your presence in Canada. So we will guide you towards what are the better businesses just for you. And the last question that we ask you, are you going to buy somebody's business, or are you going to buy just a portion, a third, or full business, or half of the business from someone? Are you going to build it from scratch? So there could be a difference between buying a gas station that exists versus building a gas station where it doesn't exist yet, as long as you're spending the minimum of what that province actually wants you to be doing. There's many other things that we will end up helping you with. We're not going to go through the full PowerPoint today, but for those of you that go through the Evelyn's filter to make sure that they qualify, number one, monetarily, we're going to see, do you have a net worth of at least $300,000 to $600,000? That's one of the first questions we ask. Do you have enough money to invest into that business? Do you want to be operating the business? So once that filtration goes through, we're going to go through an hour of different options that you have in order for you to qualify for this program. So our job is to be your business consultant. Evelyn's job, again, is going to make sure that we properly get you through all of the milestones. It all starts with, you don't even need to pay all of our fees upfront. We are your consultants. We're your business managers. We go in stages of success. As we pass the stage one in getting your business approved, we go to the next, business acquisition, business running. When you finish that stage, we go to the next one, business reporting. So, and later on, when you're here in Canada, we go to the next stage, which is favored by most. We have a division of our company. Once you have enough employees, 5 or 10 employees, if you want to run a bigger business, where we are helping you, not just with the marketing and commercialization of the business, but also how do you apply for government grants and subsidies? How do you monetize your business even better? So this is as quickly as I can go through what it takes to qualify for this particular path. And again, it's a handshake. Starts off with Evelyn's team does all of your admissibility, does your consultation, making sure that that's the right pathway for you. Then we get involved. We do everything that is business-sided. And as you can probably hear, Evelyn has a very busy inbox, so you want to make sure you can get into it. And the very last stage, that's where Evelyn files your entire family for permanent residency here in Canada. And once you're here in Canada as a permanent resident, we want to congratulate you at that point. Evelyn, over to you.
Thank you, Slava. You're the best. That was amazing. Um, I really appreciate this because clients ask a lot of questions, and I wanted to give them a little taste of your expertise and your knowledge, which you have provided. And I love that your team will do a complimentary call to really dig deeper and ask the questions that are on the business side. So you've made that really clear. I do the legal, and you and your team do the excellent business side of things, and we work collaboratively. So thank you again for this, and I will be happy to share this with all of those people reaching out to us looking to move to Canada from all over the world and invest in Canada and create jobs here. Really appreciate it. Thank you
And
so
I'll add
much.
one last thing. Since most of you are going to be watching this on YouTube, please click subscribe and like this video.
Please do so. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. All.